Devine and Faithfulness from the great Holy Master. Dear all, living a fulfilling life based on trust, love and faithfulness does not come from the physical self or a conscious mind. The real love and loyalty in life, whether with your partner, family or your friends, comes from the main source, through your spirit. With that energy, you would never harm anybody. If the love is from a conscious mind, that is temporary and more likely to be replaced given the circumstances you live. The world we live in is full of these deceptive feelings. Unknowingly, we hurt the very person we love dearly once. Why all of a sudden you had to change? Looking at most relationships nowadays, unfaithfulness, betrayal, whether secretly or obvious, have created a great deal of family and social pressures. A man or a woman, unknowingly or unknowingly, married or single, betray the trust of their once only love. The amount of hurt, feelings, stresses and misunderstandings they cause and inflict, the unrepairable damage to each other. All this comes from that evil self, ego and vanity, not from that pure spirit that God has placed in you as human. Any acts of betrayal, whether small or by mistake, create a huge amount of negative energy, anger, resentment, mistrust and vengeance, which then lead to depression, long-term stresses, mental issues, psychological problems, both in our families, and we project that in the society. However, the question is, who can help us in that situation if we happen to fall victim and don't lose ourselves? The spiritual self, or those who have that knowledge to guide us back to our core self and hold on the higher self, either through inner self-master or a spiritual teacher, soul traveler or holy masters. They have that key knowledge to connect you back to yourself, to your higher self. The same as you visit a GP or a medical clinic to prescribe you a medication for a physical pain. The first question would be, who will cure your hurt feelings, resentments, jealousy, or betrayals? What if you fall victims to these negative forces? Any of these negative forces become an illness which would damage your physical body. Who has the cure and treatment of it? Is there a belief system or a religion to cure them? Well, there are humans or God's agents, soul travelers or holy masters, where you seek spiritual help from. They would get you back to the source of love, compassion and self-realization, because they have access to the source that you don't have or never wanted to try or unaware of such knowledge. If you connect to that pure energy within, you experience love beyond your biological needs or your social life. That position cannot be explained but needs to be experienced. The same as you explain love and compassion to someone from a book. Unless they don't experience it, they don't understand it. But given the divine revelations to solve the social problems have been misused, though they all came to one purpose, to connect humans to their higher self. But later in history, the whole purpose of the revelation has been hijacked by those who wanted to see the world in chaos so they can benefit materially and trap as many as they can to their worldly desires. That's why people have lost interest in the spiritual world and more focused on the physical world and material side of life. All monism prophets had come to connect humans to the spiritual life, They have brought with them that energy of love, compassion, and harmony. But later, those teachings or those divine positive vibes have been misused either by the followers of their masters for the control of the masses and political identities, creating those differences amongst human into me, you, and them, so they can direct the minds to a decisive material world, which is harmful for the masses and materially beneficial to few individuals. No religion or belief systems came into existence to benefit from humans, but bring them that inner peace, love, and compassion they need, and to enjoy life beyond this world and the life after. They all came through their masters to teach that there is another life coexist within your physical life, and that our masters both in inner ones and in human body, who can help you connect. Once you connect through your souls, you would have access to the source. You will have astral body experience, the same as you would have in your conscious mind. You cannot get that calmness and feeling of relief from all the stresses, concerns, discomforts from the physical life or material objects. Only you can get that from a divine feeling of knowledge. You cannot read that from a book or a scripted message, but connect through a holy master or inner master. The same as love of a mother toward her child. That does not come from a book or any scripture. It's not learnable, neither someone can tell you about. It's just a divine vibe that sparks through your spirit. You cannot even explain it to another person of the feelings you have. But if you have access to the source of that eternal love, that is 1,000,000 times higher than the conscious kind of love. What kind of feeling that would bring you? It would get rid of any negative feelings you have toward anything or anybody. You would disregard any resentment, betrayals, anger, or revenge feelings, and live in full love, enjoyment, compassion, and harmony with the whole world and the universe. Nothing in the world can bother you. No action or harmful words would ever get into you. And whatever you hear or project in the world would be positive energy, love, and compassion. That's living a real life with the oneness, yourself, and the universe. I wish you may experience that fullness forever. Thank you for listening.